Beginning of the city of Madras goes back to the earliest stages of British commercial enterprise in India. The East India Company was started in 1600 AD. Say 12 years later, a factory was set up at Surat on the west coast. Presently, St. George is the power center of Tamil Nadu state government, extending across 172 square kilometers, 66 square miles. After some efforts secured the privilege of building a factory at Masulipatanam. The sale protected from the monsoon winds, but then Masulipatanam was in the throes of famine. In spite of every assurance of protection, English trade did not thrive at that place. Then the English trade has looked for a new site. Francis Day, the member of Masulipatanam Council and chief of Almagan factory, made a voyage of exploration in 1637 with a view to choose a new site for a new settlement. Thus he was given the offer to choose Madras Patnam. Inspect the place. Francis inspected the place and found it favorable to set up factory. A official grant for land was given by Venkatapati Dharmala Ventrapati Nayak, the deputy of the Raja of Chandragiri, 12 km west of Tirupati. Dharmala gave British a piece of land between Kuam River and the Yagmore. In 1639, the deed was signed by the English East India Company. Francis Day, accompanied by his interpreter Berry Timapa and superior Andrew Cogan. With this, Francis Day Andrew Cogan, the chief of the Masulipatanam factory, was granted permission to establish a factory trading post and fort at Madrasapatnam in 1639. The fortified settlement came to be known as Fort St. George Settlement, while the nearby villages inhabited by the local population was called as Blacktown. Collectively, the White Town and the Blacktown were called as Madras. Damarla Venkatapati gave the English the grant of Madrasapatnam. He was under the control of Venkatapati Rayalu, the Raja of Chandragiri. Venkatapati was succeeded by Sriranga Rayalu in 1642. He issued a new grant to English in 1645 called Srirangarayapatanam. Venkatapati decided that the name of Chennapatnam should be given to the new fort and settlement of the English. After his father, Chennappa Nayak, but the English preferred to call the two united towns by the name of Madrasapatnam. Chennai was once a group of villages set on its farm-fringed paddy fields until two English East India Company merchants visited their Raja Mahal in Chandragiri palace, where Francis in the East India Company was granted land of the East India Company was granted land in 1639 to set up factory, which later came to be known as Madras. The first factory was completed on St. George's Day, 23rd April 1640, and named Fort St. George. Day and Cogan are jointly responsible for the construction of Fort St. George. This was the East India Company's principal settlement until 1774. The Madras Presidency was an administrative subdivision which was referred to as the Madras Province, and Dalhousie Square in Calcutta and Fort St. George in Madras are close to the central commercial area and had massive buildings which were British variants of Roman styles. After independence in 1947, the Madras Presidency became the state of Madras, and the other regions were part of the Westphalian Presidency, were constituted separate states of Bangladesh, Andhra Pradesh and Kerala and Mysore under the States Reorganization Act 1956. Later on, 1969, the state of Madras was Eastern Tamil Nadu. Then 1969, the state of Madras was rechristened as Tamil Nadu. Mm, mm, Later on in the 1969, the state of Madras was registered as Tamil Nadu. Later 1969, and the state of Madras was registered as Tamil Nadu. And the state of registered was 1639. The state of Madras was registered as Tamil Nadu. On 17 July 1996, Madras was officially renamed as Chennai. On 17 July 1996 and 17th July on the 17th July 1996 on 17th July 1996 on 17th July 1996 on 17th July 1996 Madras was officially renamed as Chennai. Madras was officially renamed as Chennai on 17 July 1996. Madras was officially renamed as Chennai. And 17 July 1996, Madras was officially renamed as Chennai. 17 July 1996, Madras was officially renamed as Chennai. As the initiation islands was under the control of the Portuguese in 1534. Portuguese gave it as a dowry to Charles II of England when he married the former's sister in 1661. King leased it to the East India Company and the city of Bombay began to grow. When the East India Company started using Bombay as its main port in Western India in 1687, the English East India Company transferred its headquarters from Surat to Bombay. In 1687, the East India Company transferred its headquarters from Surat to Bombay. In 1687, the East India Company transferred its headquarters from Surat to Bombay. In 1687, the East India Company transferred its headquarters from Surat to Bombay. In 1687, the East India Company transferred its headquarters from Surat to Bombay. In 1687, the East India Company transferred its headquarters from Surat to Bombay. In 1687, the East India Company transferred its headquarters from Surat to Bombay. In 1687, the East India Company transferred its headquarters from Surat to Bombay. In 1687, the East India Company transferred its headquarters to Bombay. In 1690, the English merchants founded a settlement at Sultanati. In 1690, the English merchants founded a settlement at Sultanati. In 1698, they secured zamindari rights over Sultanati, Calcutta and Gobindpur. Company established Fort William, Calcutta. Calcutta became presidency with the governor and council to manage its affairs. Until Calcutta became presidency with the governor and the council to manage its affairs.